Okay,
Alright.
he's going T-spawn.
30 seconds left.
He is T-spawn.
He's dead. What?
That boy! Right there! Right there! Right there!
What's up YouTube, it's Dr. Zor here helping cure you from being a noob. Today we got a banger for you guys, how to get high kills every single game. Now you might be thinking, if I want high kills I need to be a better aimer and just click on their heads. Yes, you are right, but there's so much more that goes into grabbing your frags, and it all comes down to this big word, game sense. I made a video about this as well as an aim guide. Make sure to check those out in the description. Essentially, game sense is your knowledge of the game, knowing where the enemies are, what to do at specific points of the round, strategy, anything that will put you one up over the enemy. Developing game sense really just comes down to experience, but you also need to know what you should be looking for during your experiences. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna go over our highest kill game. We dropped 45 kills. In this game we're gonna go over the good and the bad. A 45 kill game, most of you guys probably think I played out perfectly and was just going insane with my aim, and you couldn't be more wrong. Looking back, there's so many team plays that were made, so many flaws that I made individually, and now that I've reviewed the VOD, I know how I can perform better now. So regardless of what happens during the game, if you do well or you do poorly, review your VOD, you'll find something that you can do even better next time. With that being said, let's get into the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below on what you'd like to see next. Alright, let's go! So we're actually going to start off on the anti-Rico round. We lost 0-1 on the pistol, so now we're just here. I'm holding into mid, just trying to get some information play. Not really looking to grab a kill or anything, just trying to get information. We are playing just pistols versus rifles, so if I peek out too wide and there's a bunch of people, I'm definitely going to be dead. So I'm just going to play the volume a little bit louder here. There. So that's the sound of the orb being captured. So what I can do here is, I know someone's there. If they're catching the orb, they're busy occupied doing it, and if they remove it off, it's gonna take some time for it to trigger. So I peek out, get the kill there, and what actually works out really well is the Viper over to the left here, not really looking at the right spot. She's looking at vents. There should definitely have been another person that was looking towards me, and that would have been a safer way to get the orb, but no one was, so it's kind of a bad orb take from the enemy brimstone. So I got an easy kill onto them, and now from here I try to get an advantage for our team. We're still 44 against rifles, so I want to get an advantage, and you know, might as well take a risk during a pistol round. So I peek in here and actually luck out. She misses her shot, I get a nice headshot onto them, so now it's a 4v3. So from here it's really nice. If we look what we have me and Sage here. We know there was just another shot fired at mid, so there's probably someone there. And we also know that A is clear because we have two guys flanking from there. So from this position, it's really nice. We just gotta pinch onto mid, try to keep them occupied as much as possible, and that's what me and Sage are gonna do here. We just come in, we're trying to just wait, stall for time, and just try to get information. We get a little fight with Phoenix. It's not pretty, we won't talk about it, but we're just trying to hold them into mid as much as possible. I see Jett now. Now we know there's two people there. We see the nades here. We know all three of them now are all out here onto this area, onto mid. So now we just gotta go in. Raze and Phoenix are pretty much there already, so now we just gotta keep stalling for like another second. I peek in wide, try to get them distracted. I die, but it's okay because now my team is just here. We pinch them together, and it's just easy killings from there. Alright, so we're going on to the next round. It's 1-1 now, and now I see a bunch of people over to A, and they're just trying to execute onto us right now. So I try to get an off angle here in case they push straight onto site. No one seems to be there though. From here, I want to get the Raze in a good position to get a kill. So I want them to get all their attention onto me. So I keep on spraying, just trying to keep them busy, focus onto my crosshair, try to bait them to push in so Raze can get a surprise kill. Unfortunately, the timing doesn't fully work out here, as you can see in a second. Raze gets healed, but then they push when I'm trying to reload, so the timing didn't work out. They get killed, but luckily we have our Sova that's now in position right over here, and it just took all that time going from tunnel all the way over to here. So we, again, just stalling allows your teammate to rotate and just get yourself in better positions overall as a team. So now from here it's pretty easy peasy. We know a bunch of them are over at A ramp, so just we gotta peek together. They're distracted over with Sova now. I get the nice 2k from the flank there. So now from there we know, I saw the Raze earlier, so I know that both of them are still over onto this site here on ramps. So now I just gotta wait, try to get an angle onto them. They smoke it off so they could reposition, so I'm kind of looking at it, trying to do a smoke and shoot through it, but it looks like Raze just pops up. Kind of a bad move by them. Spray's also not pretty here, we won't talk about that.
I'll hit toxic,
but we get the 3k. So now we know Viper is still at ramp somewhere, either that or A main, so I'm kind of looking at it. Sage already rotated, so we have both spots covered, and just kind of just changing my position up, keeping them guessing, and sure enough she pops up and I just win the duel over there, and we get the nice 4K and win the second round. Alright, so moving into the next round, we see a bunch of players going over at A. Phoenix does a good job of getting one enemy, but there are a bunch of them. Raze gets killed, so now I'm just quickly rotating, trying to get into a good position before they get into the site. And I'm walking here, and we do have Sova right over here, so he sees the Phoenix right here, so they get the first shots in, so it is a good way for them to shoot and for me to just peek with them so that they get 2 angles they have to worry about. So I get the kill onto Brimstone while they're fighting, and then Phoenix as well. And then you just heard that right there, Raze is all coming in, and this is where we kind of try to do a big brain play. So the shot kind of comes, and I actually think it's gonna miss. I don't think I actually have to move, but I do try to dash away just in case. I don't think my timing actually worked out, but we dodged it. That's what matters. We dodged it luckily, so sometimes you gotta hope for RNGs. And then we know from here, I just saw Jett right there, so now I know Jett's over here, Raze is over here, so I know I can take a one-on-one duel and I'm confident I'm gonna win it. So I go in on him, get the kill there, and then I thought that Jett would actually push from here from CT, so I wasn't expecting her to updraft over here. So we just saw that again, the updraft from Jett, just right after I get the kill here. It actually caught me off guard a little bit, but the updraft does have a little bit of delay, so I was able to pull my gun out and get the 1v1 duel from there, and with the assistance of Sage. Alright, so this round starts off, we're just kind of in mid, and we see the bombs over at B, so I'm trying to lean over there a little bit, but I'm going to play the volume a little bit louder right now, and just go back really quickly, and you're going to hear the orb getting triggered in middle. Right there, so now I know someone's there, so I peek back out, get the kill onto the Raze, and now Raze is with me, so we try to do a double peek to see if anyone else is there. I peek a little bit late, but I trade it, and since I know that there's going to be more people over to the B side, right over here, I keep my crosshair over to the right, and then sure enough Phoenix peeks up, we get a third kill. And then nicely we get Sova with the 4th frag, and now we're just trying to figure out where she is. We see one pick over to the B site from Sova,
last
and now I try to figure
standing
out if I want to flank or not, but Sage gets killed, so then I end up going to heaven. But I do end up walking though, and I did make a little bit of noise, so I ended up walking just to keep the Jett guessing. So I can't just straight up go over to heaven from here, but that'd be a pretty predictable play, so I just end up just waiting here, sitting for just a couple seconds, and that just keeps them guessing, like, oh, did I go CT, or am I still heaven, or did I go all the way garage? Just keeps them guessing. So now I'm just trying to clear angles slowly, and then I just end up seeing Jett before she sees me and get the kill for the 4th frag. Alright, moving on to 4-2. Now we actually lost the last round, so we're on an eco. I have the sheriff and a little bit of armor, just to give us a little bit of a chance. And I do have a lot of money, so it's not too big of a deal. So from here, we have Sova getting into a fight right here against the Brimstone and a couple other players in here. We have a pretty good flank here, so what they did wrong, the enemy team did wrong here, is they left all these areas open. So now we have Raze coming in, about to flank into middle. We have Sova checking in here, and it seems like no one really tried to clear where my position is. So now we just have 3 people that are just going to pinch into the middle site, and then sure enough they get distracted. I get 2 kills onto the Brimstone and the Phoenix, and now we have Raze that also gets another kill onto the enemy Raze. So now we just end up from there with a nice pinch 4v2 situation, and now we know they're pretty sure that they're going to be over to the B site, so I'm just kind of waiting here to see if they kind of rotate B to mid to try to get to A, and unfortunately they do push over onto the B site. Sage goes down, so I'm just still waiting to see if they pinch. Maybe they could shoot, kill Sage and then end up just rotating all the way back onto A. So I just want to make sure that that doesn't happen, so I stay here hoping that Sova and our Raze is going to be able to hold the site. Sova's ult comes out, doesn't really hit anything unfortunately, so I'm just still waiting, and then they start putting their attack, and now I know that they're onto the site. It seems like that we got the Jett killing Sova, we got Raze killing Jett back, and now it's just Viper and me, so we're in a 1v1 situation. I didn't make too much noise here, so I don't really think that she knows where I am, so I'm just slowly walking, trying to see where she shows up, and then I hear the bomb plant here. She fakes it, but she doesn't know where I am again, so just making sure that I stayed silent the whole time was key to make sure that I was able to flank and get the last kill. Alright, so going to the next one, 7-3, we have a nice A-hold by the Phoenix and the Raze from our side. She has her ult, she gets 2 frags there, and we see the bomb over there, over to the A site. So now I'm just trying to see if anyone's lurking over at mid, and just slowly peeking, nice and easy, and I just get a nice slow peek kill onto the Raze there. And now we see the Viper onto the spawn. Jett was also a spawn, so we now know they're both over here, and it's pretty likely if they do what I told people not to do, is just go get 2 frags and then just immediately rotate over the site. So I do end up just easily predicting them, going over to the A site as fast as I can to hold it, and I just make sure that they didn't go too fast, that they're on ramp, so I clear that out first, and then I go over to A site. Seems like they decided not to really actually push, like I just said. What are you doing, Dr. Zor? But I end up just getting enough time to go over to the heaven area. Sage is covering my ramp, so we have everything covered here. And this is a nice off angle if they were to push. Unfortunately, this is actually where things get really sketchy. So right here, Sage gets killed. So now for me, it's kind of tricky because now I have two spots that I have to watch. I have to watch for heaven. I have to watch for A main. So you'll see right here, I just end up kind of flicking around left, right, trying to see who peeks first. And I know one person's ramp, and they don't know my position yet. So I decided that instead of doing that, and it looks like Sova, I didn't even realize this when I was playing, Sova was actually having a good angle onto A ramp now, so that area is pretty covered. So I decided to just do a surprise peek onto them on ramps and try to get a kill that way, and sure enough, Viper's there, completely not expecting me to kill there. I know someone else is going to be nearby with Jett. I look around, and she actually has an off angle here onto the left, but it looks like she wasn't aware of where she got shot from. So then I end up peeking her and then getting a kill there to clutch the round. Alright, so moving on to the next round, I'm just holding mid again, and I see a bunch of people going over to the B side. So now I try to rotate here. I do the smoke just to cover them off, maybe slow them down, prevent them from thinking about pushing through mid, and I just go over to the B side. They broke through the wall, so I just try to throw a smoke there to lay them even further, and then just go back to mid. Unfortunately, Sage side, so I decide to just go back onto B. Seems like my teammates are kind of coming in from the other side, so I think we should be okay. So I just leave it here, try to get an off angle. This is not an angle that most people are going to check, so if they do push, we should be good. Sure enough, the flank kind of comes in from mid, so now I know that mid is clear, so I can just focus solely onto them pushing from the garage. Viper wall kind of comes out, smoke's coming out, so I smoke back at them to delay them further. But it is pretty short smoke, and since they execute already, I do think they're going to kind of push through my smoke. So I end up positioning myself back on the site. There's a smoked off, so what I decided to do from here is try to get an off angle for them. So I try to jump onto this box. You know, I tank the nades anyway just so I can keep this position. And sure enough, Brimstone's here, doesn't expect the angle, and I immediately back off because now the enemy's known, they know where I am. So I try to get another different angle so that they don't understand and expect me to be there. So now I just try to do ult since I'm a little bit low on HP. Unfortunately, nothing hits. We won't talk about my Jett ult, guys. The Jett ult needs a little bit of work, okay? Alright, so now we know that at least one person's there. Sova kind of pushes in. I don't know what he's thinking there, but now I know someone's to the left, so that's good information.
Last player standing.
Try to throw to the left, and then I immediately actually swing myself over to the right because I think that if one person's playing here, there must be someone else that's in another position, probably outside garage. Doesn't end up being the case. It looks like Raze is actually over here, so I have to readjust again. And it looks like she missed her off shot, and I was able to shoot the shot, get a nice 3K. Alright, 9-5, we're going into mid, trying to get control of it, and I missed all my shots to the left like a total noob, and the situation is actually pretty bad for us here. So if we take a look at what's going on here, we have one person that died B, so we lost B control. We don't know what's going on A, and we just had someone that died over in middle. And we took a good amount of time, about 30 seconds into the round, just staying in B. So a lot of people could have rotated already. There's probably going to be someone here, probably a couple people over here. So it actually doesn't look super favorable for us. And you can see I stay pretty back compared to my teammates because I know I don't want to get pinched. Sure enough, they get pinched, but I stayed back because I knew that I didn't want to do that. So I set myself up just to get the 1v1 with the vent player. So I get Viper through the smoke. I know there's people there. I try to do the ult, and again, we won't talk about the ult, guys. We won't talk about the ult, but we got the rifle still in place, so we get the kill onto Brimstone to follow up. So from here, I kind of stay all the way to the corner here, and this is actually crucial. So I know Phoenix is coming around. If the Phoenix wanted to peek me, he has to swing all the way here and then look to the left to kill me. Versus if I stayed over to the left corner a little bit more, then he wouldn't have taken many steps, and I don't have as much time to reload. So this actually helped me get as much time as I needed to get my reload off. And sure enough, Phoenix pops up, doesn't really expect me there. Alright, and then I do a dash. This was actually a little bit questionable because it does have a little bit of delay before I can shoot with the dash. If someone was here, it could have been a bad idea. But again, looking at our VODs and improving for next time. So now right here, I decide not to go immediately to the B bomb site. If we actually go back to the clip and play this a little bit louder, you'll be able to hear that there is someone behind me. Ever hear those steps? So that's actually very crucial. So now I know someone's rotated over to B from garage. So I decided to just delay it. I know someone's going to be there. If I go too fast, it's predictable that I'm going to go B. So I actually just stay here, see if anyone's going to come flanking from mid, just checking the angles, checking the corners, see if I can get another pick before entering the bomb site, or maybe just making them guess and think, oh, maybe he's not going B, maybe he's going A. So I just make them second guess themselves. And sure enough, it seems to be pretty effective. They come B, no one seems to be there. Maybe they rotated out or something. And now I just kind of do a nice smoke in the garage, smoke into into CT and just get the plant down. So then again, just getting the spike down, making them second guess themselves, and now I need to position myself because from here it's getting really tricky. I don't know where any of them are. They are probably rotating, but they could be close by. So they could be someone in garage, they could be someone in heaven, they could be someone CT. So I don't really want to stay on site because I don't know where they are. I'm gonna get easily pinched if I stay there. So I just take the bank that I'm gonna be in garage and just taking the duel from there. Sure enough, I make it to garage. So now I'm pretty safe. Just one angle to look at. And just looking at this angle, play the volume again. From here, hear the footsteps, hear the smokes, hear the nades. So now I know that they're all towards the site now. So from here I just kind of walk around, see where they are, try to get some information. I see the Jett first. She passes like pretty quickly, but I let her pass by because I don't know where the Raze is yet. So I peek more, and instead of shooting right away, this allowed me to get the kill onto Raze here, get him off guard. And it seems like the comms were pretty bad. Jett was still looking at CT, and this actually worked out perfectly with this bomb plan as well. If we look back here, if we look at this peak, I actually thought I was gonna be planted for myself, but it actually didn't. It's actually the worst spot to be in because I can't see the bomb and they can ninja defuse and someone could cover garage or something for me. But since I planted it, it's more likely based on my plant for them to be CT, which is why I think they looked over at CT and was thinking I'd be there. I don't know, maybe the shots made it sound like I was CT and then Jett was still looking there. But because of that, just punished it. And sometimes you gotta punish the mistakes that they make. So that's how we got the ace. Alright, moving on to 12-5 now. Just about to win this game, but we do end up in a 2v5 situation, and this is actually really unfavorable for us. If we look at what just happened, we do see Raze gets a kill onto Vent, which is pretty good, but the issue is that we don't have a lot of map control. If we look at here, we got someone killed over at the B site, one person at tunnels, so they have us pretty darn pinched. This is a pretty good sage wall though, so it kind of blocks the flank here, so we just have to focus on B main and middle. So that's pretty good. So we make it a 3v4. Unfortunately, Raze pushes onto heaven and gets killed. So now I know someone's there. I decide that since it's 2v4, we have smoked off vents, we have the tunnel smoked off and blocked by the sage ward, so we decided we just gotta go for the fights here in this situation. So I go in hot, I get 2 kills here, and now it's a 2v2 situation, and again I delay. I don't run right into the B bomb site. That's way too obvious, too predictable. So I just wait again in middle, see if they push up slowly, and I do think Raze kind of calls out that there's someone in sewers here. Yeah, right there. So now I know Sage is gonna watch there, and I decide again B is the most predictable play, so I decided to go A. Just making him guess again. Unfortunately, my Sage gets killed by the Viper here, but now I know that someone is confirmed to be in tunnel. So it's only 20 seconds left, and I made a lot of noise just dropping onto ropes there, so I just kind of decided to full sprint it. I don't really have time to kind of just get a kill here, so I just try to full sprint it. Looking back, I actually had 12 seconds, so I could have gone a little bit slower, but I kind of panicked a little bit here. So I got the spike here, and now just trying to get into a post-plant position. I decided to go long A because that I didn't have any information of where they were. I mean, sure, I knew Viper was over here, but I didn't really know if she was going to come this way onto A ramps, A main, or if she was gonna come over from ropes and go from heaven. So I didn't want to end up getting pinched right on the bomb site. To decide the safest way that I can get to, the fastest place I could get to, was back A. So now we play this out, and I'm just waiting here, hoping someone goes CT so I can get a nice shot onto them. So in a second, you're gonna see that Jett actually throws a smoke, and I decided to take a high risk with this. So we're gonna see a smoke coming in. I hear some sounds heaven, smoke comes out, and I decided to just stay in it. And this is a good play because, again, I don't know where they are, they don't know where I am. If I just kind of play default, it is a little risky getting up into a 1v2 situation, so I kind of just take the risk, and I don't think the Jett was expecting it. I try to clear middle, and then I come back. Unfortunately, losing the duel, but again, just try to think, try to be creative, try to get them to think where I am, try to play an unpredictable play, and just catch them off guard. So I got the Jett there, but unfortunately not the Viper. Alright, lastly, we're just going to go over the last round here, 12-8, and we got a lot of mid control. We got a lot of presence. No one's really showing up for some reason, so we just get completely good control, and we decided to just go heaven from here. I'm checking the angles. No one seems to be heaven as well, so I'm not really sure what went down here. And I did hear someone actually go in garage. I'm not going to replay it, but there was someone that went garage, so I know someone to the left or something, maybe under heaven as well, in case my sound was crappy. So just start clearing the site. No one seems to be there, so we have the boombot going on. I smoke off CT, and then Sage kind of goes and gets the plant, and then Brimstone actually does a really nice ult here. So this is really good just to delay it. So one way you can use the Brimstone ult is to do that, to delay us from planning, allow for your team to rotate a little bit faster, give them a little bit more time. So we get the plant here, and they rotate relatively slow from here. Nothing too crazy that goes on here. Just kind of standard holds. Raze has middle, Sage has the garage push, I have the CT sort of. I kind of want to just keep my off angle here on Heaven. And I'm just kind of looking at multiple angles, seeing where they come out. I see Brimstone, get the kill on that, and then it's just one Raze that we don't know the location of yet, but we're going to see that she does peek out into vents, and our Raze kind of loses the fight like a total dingus, but that's okay because we still have two people. We have a lot of information. We know where she's going to pop up, has to be Heaven, and sure enough, our Sage gets the kill, and we win the round, and that was our 45 frag game. GG. That's all I have for this video. If it helped you out, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see from me next. I know a lot of guys are new players, so I want to help you guys get prepared for what Valorant brings to the table. So let me know what's up. Do you need help with an aim? Do you need tips on your aim? Leave them all in the comments down below. Again, I stream on Twitch every weekend. Make sure to follow that and follow all the other socials on my description. I'm Dr. Zor, helping cure you from being a noob. And I'll see you guys next time.